Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this word. Basically, I just want to came across this article today. Looks like Trump, least of the flock, is drawing them out. Trump wants to take over, the Gaza Strip and rebuild it, you know. So basically, yeah, least of the flock, drawing them out. But it just seems like they all are just fighting over this land that doesn't belong to either one of them. It's basically our land, but Trump is talking about leveling it. It's out of FoxNews.com. Level it. Trump says U.S. will take over Gaza Strip, rebuild it, destabilize the Middle East. And that's just gonna bring us one more step closer, to this World War III. But it will be destroyed, this whole land of Israel, but it will be built back up again under Yahweh Shai, the kingdom of heaven. But it says Trump says he envisions long-term ownership position of the Gaza Strip. Yeah, so forever, they've been fighting over this land that doesn't belong to either one of them, man. We were pushed out of this land. But Lord will, man, when the elect is delivered, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, it's going to bring our people, the Israelites, back into the land of Israel and kick out these heathens, man, after they build it up. But it says the U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, leveling it, and rebuild the area, President Donald Trump said during a press conference Tuesday evening after meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, at least the flock drawing them out, man. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons. Level the site and get rid of destroyed buildings, leveling it, creating economic development. When asked about taking over the Gaza Strip, Trump said he could see the U.S. in a long-term ownership position of that piece of land, which would likely bring stability in the Middle East. Yeah, long-term ownership. Yeah, you're only doing what the Lord is allowing you to do. But he's talking about the U.S. wants to take over the Gaza Strip, and you got people living in the Gaza Strip. So we'll see. This is gonna, Lord will, this escalates even more and more. And they shall turn on the whore. It's another example of NATO's turning on, NATO states turning on the whore, turning on America. This can be another example of that as well. So it's all boiling over. But just a little brief history on it. First, actually, because this land doesn't belong to either one of these people, the Arabs, the Israelis, or, the Edomites, which Israelis are Edomites. But none of this land doesn't belong to either one of them, man, as the scriptures say. Zechariah 96, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Yeah, a bastard is dwelling in this land right now. These fatherless nations. This is our land, man. But yeah, just a brief history, there in it from the Balfour Declaration. So it goes back to 1917. Just real brief history on it. The Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government in 1917 during the First World War, announcing its support for the establishment and a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Then, then an Ottoman region with a small minority of Jewish population. The declaration was contained in a letter dated 2nd November, or November 2nd, 1917, from the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour to Lord Rothschild, Lionel Walker or Walter Rothschild, leader of the British Jewish community, for transmission to the Zionist Federation of Great Britain, Ireland. The text was published November 9th, 1917. So yeah, but you had the Ottoman, the Arabs, they were already in that land, and they just kind of took it over. And they've been at war with each other ever since. The 6-Day War, 5-Day Wars, basically all these different wars since the 1940s up until today. But yeah, they're fighting over this land that doesn't belong to either one of them. And we were kicked out of that land. This is Jeremiah 16:10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people, all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our power? Yeah, so that's the job of a prophet, when the people ask, is to let the people know why the things are happening to them and tell them they're going off and they sin against the Lord. And that's why you're in the position that you're in, and to give them warning from the Most High, man. But our people don't even ask these questions, really. They don't want to know why we're in America, why we've lost our heritage, why we've lost our land. They don't care. They're happy being Black Americans. They're happy being FBAs, African Americans, Pan-Africanists, They're happy in this place right now. Like it's about to say, they have done worse than their fathers. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will show you no favor. And we're seeing that up to this very day, man. We're being shown no favor by Yahweh Yahushai, man. We're at the bottom of the barrel, man. We're outcasts in this place, and we are worshiping other gods day and night. The main one being that Jezreel Bozier, that Jesus Christ. And our people don't even want to know why. Like back then, they asked, "What is our iniquity? What is the sin that we have committed against the Lord?" They don't even want to know. They don't care. They want to preach unto them smooth things, as the scriptures say, prophesy deceits. That's why, Most High cursed us, man. That's why we're in the position that we're in today. That's why we have no power in our hands, man. Yeah, this is one of these that curse, man. Deuteronomy 28:25. And the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. You're scattered across all the kingdoms, man. We're scattered. We're kicked out of our land and placed in slavery, man, here in America. And just scattered throughout the world, being at the bottom of the barrel pretty much in every society, every kingdom, man, up until this very day. Why? Because, we went off, worship other gods, and this is our punishment. But that time is almost up, man. But really, we were kicked out, going back to 70 AD. It was prophesied that. This is Luke 21:20. And ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies. Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And we're coming back again to this, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. But it's going to be worse than 70 AD because it's going to be like a time never before. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon his people. Yeah, when the Romans came up in there in 70 AD, man, there was great distress, great wrath, man, great death. It said, woe unto them that give suck, that have child, man. And we're going to go through that all over again, man. All these women, all these so-called black women, they got all these single mothers out here with these children. There's woe unto that, man. No man around. You wanted to be strong and independent. Well, hey, man, Most High's going to bring that distress. Most High's going to bring that wrath all over again. But this time it's going to be worse than 70 AD, man. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive unto all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Yeah, man. So yeah, even unto this very day, man, and the Romans, they commemorated that day with a thing called the Arch of Titus, and it still stands unto this very day. Commemorated under Arch of Titus, Vespasian, Domitian. It was Titus, that led that charge against Israel. He erected this arch in commemoration. So you see the menorah when they was ransacking the temples, profaning the temples and all that. And this thing stands unto this very day. You can go over there to Rome and see it. There's one of the early days, back in the day, I was standing. It's an artist's depiction of when it was first constructed. I think it went up in 70, 71 or 81 AD. Artist depiction. When it was created. Up to this very day, man, it still stands, commemorating the destruction, of Israel, and us having to flee 7 ways, man. We had to flee mainly to the west coast of Africa, and then that's where we were until, we got rounded up again and tossed into slavery here in America. Yeah, I mean, I was part of that curse, man. We went directly into slavery. And Deuteronomy 20:32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eye shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand, man, no power. And our children were sold off, man. Families were broken up. Skipping down to verse 36, and the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Yeah, and our king, King David, right there with us in slavery, man. Into a nation that thou nor thy fathers have known, man. So we were kicked out that land, but, this was all temporary. The Lord's going to bring us back into the land, man. But there has to be, that destruction has to come first, man. That place has to be destroyed, then built back up. These people got to be kicked out, killed off. The land has to be cleansed through fire, man. And then, Yahushua can establish, his capital city, you know, in Israel again, man. Because the whole planet Earth is going to be, Yahushua's. His kingdom is going to be the entire planet, the whole universe, man. This land right here has to be destroyed and built back up again. Ezekiel 36:33. Thus saith the Lord power. In the day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in cities, and the wastes shall be builded, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like unto the Garden of Eden. Yeah. And the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. And so, yeah, the land's going to be desolate, but it's going to be like unto the Garden of Eden again, man. The fire has to cleanse it. But it's going to be built back up, Like Trump, these elites, the elites that make it, they're going to be the first ones in that slavery, building up the land, man. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, the Lord, built the ruined places and plant that was desolate. I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will do it. So yeah, and are inhabited, man. So we're gonna get our land back. We're gonna get it back. Um, so Amos 9:14, and I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall make gardens and eat the fruit of them, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. Yeah, when the Lord puts us back in the land, we're never going to go back into sleep. We're not going to get kicked out of the land again. Why? Because the Most High is going to establish that new covenant, man, and turn our stony hearts into a heart of flesh, man. That new covenant will be established, man. We're never going to go off. So the Most High is not going to pull us out of that land again. We shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. Because right now we're planting the vineyards, but we're not drinking the wine. We're building the houses, but we're not inhabiting them. Yeah, like right here is part of the curse. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them. Thou shalt drink of the wine, but thou shalt neither drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. We'll do all the work, but we're not going to reap any of the benefits of the work that we do currently right now. We're in slavery. We're just the builders. We're the laborers. We have no power. In the kingdom, we're going to reap the benefits of that stuff, man. Whatever we do, man. But yeah, so, they can talk about taking over the land, do whatever they need, long-term ownership. Now, they ain't going to own the land long-term, man. The Most High is using them to do what they do to get this World War III started. And then that's it, man. Yahushua is going to come back, deliver his elect, and establish his land, man. They're going to take part. I mean, the elites, scripture say, I'll bind the kings with feathers of iron, so they're going to build up the land, There's going to be no long-term ownership of Israel. But yeah, with that, shalom all.